Hello and welcome, and thank you for joining me for the first edition of The Target Line. What is The Target Line, you may ask? Well, The Target Line is a review show, and we have lots to review so far. We've had 3 months of the season happening so far in 2020. That's the Thursday League, Sunday League Series 1, Sunday League Series 2, and then a couple of special events that's already happened. But let's start first of all. I hope everybody's sitting back, relaxing, and going to enjoy the information. We've got a few guys joining us as well, and they will share their thoughts with us. But first I want to get to Fats. Fats, I see that you're enjoying yourself there in the Timbavati. I want to know from you, how's the Duckhook season gone, and the impact of the whole coronavirus thing and the shutdown? How does that impact us?
Hey Maz, good to speak to you too, man. Well, although I wouldn't call it a break, we're still working from here, but I think being in the Timbavati at this setting is still better than going into the office every day. Regarding the lockdown and impact on Duckhook, I think it's had quite a big impact on our season. We've had to cancel some of the events, we've had to postpone some of the events. I think it's had quite an impact on what we're doing. We just want to obviously let our loyalty members know that they will be compensated, of course, being a loyalty member. So the guys that have the free rounds, the rounds will definitely carry over into the coming months, which they can use due to some of our events being cancelled. So just another benefit of being a loyalty member.
Well, that's a good thing for our loyalty members. Now let's move to the golf side of things. We've had 3 months of competition, January, February, March, 3 leagues going. Are you happy? What do you think of the 2 Sunday league setups? Is it working?
Yeah, I think this year's been great, the first 3 months. Great competitive golf being played. I think also with the second Sunday league being added, we've had a bit of a worry that we won't get the numbers that we want, but the turnout's been great. We've had quite a couple of new members joining this year. Loyalty guys, I mean, some new Oaks playing all 3 rounds every month. So that's great to see. I think we're averaging about 65 players per Sunday league, which is more than expected. So yeah, I think I'm really happy with the way it's going at this stage.
Well, thank you very much for your thoughts. I'm going to get back to you a bit later when it comes to player rankings. So let's speak to you about just now. But as he said, let me reiterate that it's really been a good season so far. I think we can push the field numbers up a little bit, but in general, the camaraderie has been great. Next, I want to speak to our player of the season from 2019, and he also holds a trophy from 2018, Donnie Gelderhuys. I want to find out from you, Donnie. Donnie, tell me, are you having a good season? You are the first official Duckhook Pro, so you're playing with +1 or scratch. How's it been? 3 top 10 finishes.
Yeah, Maz, it's been a very interesting start to the season already. Obviously, being the first Duckhook Pro, it's like I've spent more time than what I've done in the last few years on my game. It's been a really good start. It's like I'm playing a few rounds on the par. My best round outside Duckhook was 68 in December. So which gave me a good platform, for the start of the season. I'm thereabouts in sort of, I would say, all the leagues, I think, except Sunday 2. So it's been a good start. It's really been a good, interesting start.
Well done. Thank you for your thoughts, Donnie. I think many people are going to be interested to see where he's going to stand at the end of the season, come the last event of the season, which is the 2020 Summer Cup, which will take place at Glendow once again, where Donnie will be trying to defend his title, and that is the title that secured him the win and for the player of the season last year. All right, before we move to the leagues itself, I want to quickly touch on the Duckhook Shootout, which once again took place at the Eye of Africa. What is the Duckhook Shootout? It's the top 10 from the Thursday League in 2019 and the top 10 from the Sunday League, plus their captain wildcards that took each other on in 36 holes. Let's have a look at the team that won it this year. We had the captain, Donna Perimal, with his team, Dean Sherman, Donnie Gelderhuys, Richard Stewart, Alan Lowe, Aldo Fourie, Graham de Villiers, Leon van Aarde, Carl Jarks, Kobus Kumman, and the wildcards, Paul Ricketts and Fats Carlos. They secured it for the team once again. Actually, quite an easy victory come to the end. I wanted to speak to the captain, Mr. Captain Donna Paramal, to find out what it was like, the privilege of captaining the Sunday League team. Donna, take us through it. Your highlights, good moments, how it all unfolded for you.
Thanks. It was definitely a privilege to be the Sunday League captain. It was an honor to lead that bunch of guys out there on that Sunday at the Eye of Africa. Very competitive team of individuals. And it started off quite well. Both team captains led the fields out. We played in the team match play in the first game of the morning. Was a very competitive game throughout the 18 holes. The Thursday League team managed to pull it off on the last hole, with the Thursday League captain training a 10-12 foot putt on the 18 to half the match. Very competitive afternoon as well. Both team captains played in the afternoon as well as the morning four balls. We kept watch on our teams and we kept commenting to each other as well. And the highlight of the day obviously was retaining the shootout championship for the Sunday League team.
Well done. It was a great day. I was on the Thursday League team that day, and well deserved. It's a great team competition. Everybody looks forward to it. So let us get started with the Thursday League. We've had 3 rounds already. We started the Thursday League at Eagle Canyon, and Eagle Canyon saw Mark Borragero taking the title on 41 points. Old Mark hasn't won in a while. He hasn't been in the winner's circle in a while, but it's nice to see him there. He had a great round, earning himself 550 ranking points. Right behind him, 2 shots back, Jason and Fats tied for second place. Donnie makes a top 10 appearance, tied for 38 points. And as we go down, even par being Bosi Bosov in 6th position. Let's have Mark's thoughts around after the game when he finished.
Look, we have here the current leader. You're line 2, right?
Yeah,
So you got 3 shots for the win.
correct.
Okay. Easy go.
Well, we hope so.
Let's
Time
do
will
it.
tell.
Let's do it. Birdie to finish.
How much did we win? Sure.
Finally a win on the tour once again. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. 4 years and counting, so thought I didn't have it in me again, so I'm quite chuffed to be able to hang on.
Birdieing the last hole to get to 41 points, Mark Borragero.
Took us quickly through your round.
Well, started with a 7, so +2, and from there made a nice birdie. Chipped quite well today. Long game still needs a bit of work, but held up under pressure the last few holes. So
Short games,
happy.
eh?
Short game, definitely. Chipping and putting has helped a lot.
Well done, get your trophy. Always
Cheers.
nice to see a smile on the guys' faces. Then where did we go? We went to another housing estate. We went to Blue Valley. Blue Valley saw the first time winner for Etienne Pinard. He's been close before. He's actually led the league before last year, come July at Irene. And he pulled through 41 points, which included an eagle on the 6th hole to really get him up the leaderboard. And then if we look through the notables, Mark Borragero finishing in the top 5 once again, so he's having a good Thursday League season. Lyle Langley tied on 36 points for 7th, which is also a good effort. We caught up with Etienne afterwards. Etienne took us through his round and what it meant to him at Blue Valley.
Here we are. 2nd Thursday League here at Blue Valley, and you are the winner on -5. How are you feeling right now?
Ecstatic, if I can put it that way. It's been coming for a long time. I think it's my 4th year now. Got close in the past, but everything just went well today.
Talk us through your round, your strong points of your round.
Managed to hit the fairways, and then I had my box on the 6th hole where I've holed out at about 127 meters for an eagle on the par 4. That changed the whole round.
Tell me, you're into the Masters, automatic entry, plus you get 500 ranking points. Good start to the season, plenty golf to go.
Of course, good way to start, and stay lucky.
Stay lucky. Well done.
Thanks.
Then we moved on to Iboti. This was the most recent round that we had. Iboti saw a walkaway victory for Lyle Langley, taking the win on 40 points, 550 ranking points in the pocket, and earned himself a place in the upcoming Masters, which now takes place on the 22nd of May. Going through the top 10, Dorian Frere, Lexi Botsi, 36 points, a good round from him. Etienne Pina once again in the top 5, so continuing his form throughout the league. And then Frikkie Barnard, the Thursday League champion from last year, his first top 10 finish in the Thursday League. We caught up with Lyle Langley also afterwards, and this is what he had to say after his win at Ibotsi.
Third round of the Thursday League here at Ibotsi. Beautiful day, and I win on -4. Lyle Langley. Lyle, how happy are you right now?
I'm really, really happy. It was an awesome day out.
How was the day? Take us through it.
I went well on the first 9. On the second 9, I got really lucky and hit a ball out of bounds. It hit a rock and went 100 meters down the fairway, and I managed to make a birdie on that par 5. And that just started the round off nicely, and the putts were falling. So it was good.
On 40 points and straight into the Masters on the 3rd of April. Lyle Langley, well done, Lyle.
Coming down the end on the live scoring, you're 6 under.
Yeah, I was 6 under. Looked at the leaderboard like you never should, and drilled my drive. Thought I'd go for the green in 2 and hit it into the red stake area. Took a drop, made a 7. So yeah, lost 2 shots there, but at least I did enough before then to get there.
Into the Masters?
Yeah,
major?
very keen. I didn't qualify for one major last year, so I'm very happy about that.
Goals going forward?
Now I want to win the Masters, so yeah, that's my plan. And obviously to bring the handicap down more.
Well played.
Thank you.
And what does that mean when it comes to the Thursday League standings? After 3 events, the Thursday League standings look like this. 109 points means that Mark Borragero and Lyle Langley share the lead after 3 rounds. A great finish, meaning that Lyle moved up quite far up the leaderboard to get into that tie for first position. Ewald van Wyk, 3rd position, only 1 point back on 108. And also in the winner's circle, Etienne Pina taking up the 4th place, and here we have Dani in the top 6. Dorian, Ryan, Peter, and Billy Hall make up the top 10. Now I wanted to find out from Lyle Langley what his thoughts are on leading the tour, so we've got him with me. Lyle, you there? Hey Lyle. Well, 109 points, a big win at Ibotsi. What's it like to be leading the Thursday League Tour at this stage?
Hi, yes, thanks Maz. Yes, I'm very blessed to be in the lead with Mark on 109 points in the Thursday League. The win at Ibotsi was amazing. Never finished even top 5, so very blessed. I had a couple of good par saves, 2 great bogey saves, and 4 birdies, so it was a good day out.
Thank you, Lyle, and good luck for the rest of the season. There's a couple of good courses we're going to be playing and see if we can stay at the number 1 position on the Thursday League standings. While we're on the Thursday League standings, let's quickly catch up with the 2019 Thursday League champion, Frikkie Barnard. Frikkie, are you there? Hi, Frikkie. So you are a 9th place finish at Ibotsi. You got your season going. Talk us through your season so far.
Yeah, thanks, Maz. Season has been great at this stage. I'm blaming myself on the striking. I'm telling myself that I'm just playing for fun at this stage. So yeah, it's not that great. Ibotsi 9th place. Again, as I said, the striking wasn't great. Ended up in +3 on the handicap, but really played well with the putting. So he kind of saved me on there. Also, I mean, it was Dani's and Simon's match play. So we were more focused on that game anyways. But yeah, it was fun.
Currently, you're 11th on 96 points on the Thursday League standings. There's only 13 points behind the leader. Lots to do this season, and what is the goals?
Yes, that sounds great if you say 11th with only 96 points, which on the other part then sounds terrible. But yeah, if it's only 13 points behind the leaders, I still have a chance. I do believe that if I can get a win in there, the ranking points will obviously be much better. Goals basically is just to be the winners in the team match place. I think me and Dani will have our, we have to play hard with his +1 handicap, and then yeah, if we can do that, that would be the first goal, and then maybe a Sunday League title. I haven't had one yet, so yeah, that would be great to have one.
Well, all the best for the rest of the season, Frikkie. I'm sure that your form, as usual, hit a crescent and you'll be right back up there. And good luck in the team knockout as well. Formidable team, Donnie and Frikkie are always. Right, let's turn our focus to Sunday League Series 1. We started off at Copperleaf and we had a new winner after finishing in a tie for 41 points. And the countback, obviously on the front nine, would be Richard Holman. Very excited. Hanno Oosthuizen, great golfer, shooting 41 points. Tied third, Matthew Albertson. Paul Ricketts getting himself into the top 3, with the rest of the guys making up the top 10. 35 points to get into the top 10 is good going. Well, Richard Holman spoke to Fats afterwards. Very excited, Richard Holman. This is what he had to say.
Rick Holman, your very first Duckhook victory. How do you feel?
Pretty chuffed. Unexpected. I was looking at the leaderboard and I thought Hanno was going to take it away from me. But looks like we tied, and on a couple of countbacks, finished with the win. Nice to get a birdie on the stroke 1.
Great stuff. How did the round go?
Well, first drive off the 10th tee was hooked into the fairway, into the driving range. So definitely improved from there. The greens were in not ideal condition, but it meant you could be quite aggressive on your putts and not have to worry about having a tough one coming back.
Great. And your strong points today?
Pulled it together. My short game was better than it's normally. So leaving myself with shorter putts from around the edge of the green. Yeah.
Excellent. And then your goals for the rest of the season?
To play more Duckhook. Hockey season kicks off in March, so that often interferes with the Sundays. So hopefully I'll be able to get more Duckhook in with 2 rounds happening during each month.
From one Richard to another Richard, and this is Richard Stewart winning at the second Sunday League event at Peakenwood. Well done, Richard Stewart. 41 points, 550 ranking points to go into his account. Coming in at second, a tie with Randall Chetty, Petra van der Merwe and Neruda on 39 points. So it shows you it was a good round to score some points. As you can see, Donnie Geldernes in the top 10 and Albert Liebenberg having a great round. He's had 3 rounds so far this season and finished in the top 10 of every single round. So let's have a look at what Richard had to say afterwards.
Congratulations back into the winner's circle. How are you feeling?
Yeah, feeling very good. So this is the first league event that I've been able to win on the back of a major. So yeah, very excited. I enjoyed the course. The course was in good nick and it was good to play.
41 points, Richard Stewart.
What was the turning point? You suddenly jumped up the leaderboard?
Yeah, I was playing fairly solidly all the way through. I think -2 at the turn, but then coming down, I think it was on the 16th hole, I chipped in from about 10 or 12 meters over the back of the green, which I think was a kind of a little bit of a boost. It pushed me up to -4 at that stage, so it gave me a little bit of confidence going into the last one. But I think the short game was working today. I was draining a lot of putts from 4-5 meters, so that helps. Good part of the game today was definitely the getting off the tee, so not getting into trouble in the bunkers. There's so many bunkers out there, so staying out of the bunkers. And also playing with Donnie, I think he also gives you a bit of a different perspective on the game and where to play and how to play, and also to gives you a bit of confidence in yourself. Yeah, so looking forward to Serengeti. It's going to be a good opportunity to go out there and play again in the Masters. Awesome experience.
Well done to Richard. Moving into March and Glendower, one of our favorite courses, and there would be one player who would absolutely have a round of his life, and that player would be Jaco Klutter. 44 points, 8 under, a stretch of 4 holes that totally turned it around for him. We'll see his scorecard in his interview, but let's quickly touch on a few more players. Cornel Erasmus, a fantastic round on 41 points. 41 points could win any league game at any time, but unfortunately this time it was only good enough for second place. Another good finish for Neruda in the top 10, and as we see Albert, as I mentioned, in the top 10 once again. Yeah, and a very excited Jaco Klutter came with us and spoke, and this is what he had to say after the round.
Jaco, here you are. We're at Glendower for the 3rd round of Series 1 and you are the winner. How are you feeling?
Maz, it's at a loss for words, I'm not going to lie. It's the feeling like none other. Golf lately has not been great at all, so I think we all, somewhere within us, we have one round that is like unexplainable. and fortunately I managed to have it today, Ackling down at this lovely course, and really the course was immaculate. Tough as anything, I'm not going to lie. Well, strong points, I think I started pretty well by my first 9. It was a par 5, I had a perfect drive, the perfect 4-iron, just off like in the rough, and little putt or just from the fringe, and it just started to beacon in, and it hit the pin and dropped. First hit an eagle there, then a par, then 2 birdies thereafter. So I mean, I was flying. I think the adrenaline, it was all like unreal. Yeah, it was just, I am actually just still, I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed today. It was great. Played with some mates, good crowd.
Into the major, looking forward to that?
Yeah, that was actually a little surprise. I didn't expect that side of things. So it's a lovely surprise to qualify for the Serengeti, if I'm not mistaken. So very excited, looking forward to that. And yeah, hopefully have another round and continue this good form that I'm in.
And we will see you at the Masters. And I'm sure you'll remember hole 13, 14, 15 and 16 for many years to come. So what does that mean when it comes to the overall standings of Sunday League Series 1? Johannes Swanepoel leads on 112 individual Staplefoot points, followed by Coronel Erasmus on 109, Albert Liebenberg on 109, and Donnie in the 4th place, 108. And as we work our way down the leaderboard, Randall Chetty, Graham de Villiers always up there in the leaderboards, Fricky Barnard in the top 10 of Series 1, Paul Ricketts, Jason and Rudy round off the top 10. So we move on to Series 2. And where did Series 2 start? At one of the best courses in Gauteng, and that is the Royal Joburg East Course. Visitor Henry Davids came and enjoyed his first round with us and taking the victory on a countback on 41 points over Kobus Skuman on 41 points, Brayton Nduweni on 40. Fats Collins loves the East Course, another good showing, 39 points, and 39 points for Richard Stewart, another top 10 finish, and this is 2 rounds in a row, so really playing well. Going down the leaderboard, as you can see, the ever steady Graham de Villiers. Let's have a look at what Henry Davids had to say after the round. Ecstatic.
On his debut, Henry Davids.
Didn't expect winning. I just came out to have a good fun day. That's how I play my golf. Come out to have fun. Obviously, Royal Joburg is always a nice place to come and play golf at. You know, the conditions was unbelievable. A little bit of wind, but it was great fun out there.
How was your round? What was your strong points?
I drove very well today. I think I missed 1 or 2 fairways, but I was always in play. You know, I struggled to get used to the greens because I left all my putts short. But I think for 80% of but when it counted, it worked. You know, so that was a plus point.
Playing with live scoring when you have 70 guys keeping an eye on what's happening, how does that add to it?
It's great. It's a different type of pressure, you know. Although that ball standing still and the hole is just like 15 centimeters in front of you, it just makes different pressure. It makes you think a bit more. It's just nice to put yourself under pressure to know that you can do it as well. So it's a different type of sport for me. But yes, I love it. I love the pressure situations, and I love testing myself all the time.
Awesome. You got 550 player ranking points into the first major of the season at the Masters at Serengeti. Medal event. Looking forward to that.
I love Serengeti, but I know Serengeti on the day, if you're not there, it's going to be a long day. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I know it's a way away, so another couple of rounds of golf to fine-tune the swing, and hopefully I'll be up there in about swing when we get there.
Congratulations, well done.
Thank you very much.
And a player of his caliber knows and understands how to deal with pressure. His most recent event was at Iboti, where he came tied 9th. Moving on to the second round of the Sunday League Series 2 season, and this was at Woodhill, where Ryan Jensen got himself back into the winner's circle for a second time, shooting 40 points. A great round of golf by Ryan. Terence Richardson, 1 under on 37. Heinrich, his best finish for the season so far, on 36 points. Paul Ricketts, a good top 4 finish, and once again Donnie Geldenes in the top 10 of an event. Well, I thought I'd get Ryan Jensen on the line directly. Ryan, where are you there? Hi Ryan, thanks for joining us. Okay, take us through your victory. A great round of golf. You've really been working hard, practicing hard for this victory to come.
Yes, Maz, it was a great day. Almost want to say it's been a long time coming, since being in the top 10 3 or so times this season alone so far. But also it takes me back. It's been about 3 years since my first win at Jackal Creek, 2017. But I must say I've been lucky enough to be able to put the time in this last year or so with a lot of practicing and what have you, which I believe actually led to the victory at Woodhill. But I must say, Woodhill, it was a fantastic day. Everything worked well. The four ball that I was with, absolutely supportive, especially my dad as well. But yes, yeah, I must say it was all great. Yeah, it was lovely. But yeah, this makes me very excited for the rest of the season.
Well, congratulations. I'm sure there's plenty more for you to get going for the rest of the season. We're going to catch up with Ryan a bit later when he's got some stats for us, our stats guru. All right, the third event of Sunday League Series 2 took place at Makofle. First time we've visited Makofle, and Niels de Toy took the win on 38 points. Another countback over Orkie Brits. It came really down to the last hole when Niels took it. And Low coming back into a bit of form. Dean Sherman, nice to see him in the top 10. Ronnie Volherter enjoying his first season of Duckhook. Then we've got Leonard, Gerard, Frikkie Barnard in the top 10, and Paul Ricketts once again featuring. Right, Niels was very excited, doesn't look at the live scoring, so when he came in, very surprised.
I think this is a repeat of this just the other year where he won and then he won the Masters. 38 points, Niels de Toy, well done.
Niels, here we are, Makofle for the first time. Series 2 winner back in the winner's circle. How are you feeling?
Great game, great organizer, great partners. It was a great game. I really enjoyed it.
Talk us through it. You won on account back on 2 under. Talk us through your round.
Well, I started off being cut from a 21 to a 16, so I was quite nervous. So I really focused, and but I played with great guys, and the course was absolutely fantastic. So it was a good day. Coincidentally, in 1982, I played my best round ever on this course as well. That's the last time I played here, so this course seems to be good to me.
So tell us, live scoring. You weren't too sure when you came in, but you must have known where you were through the round.
I purposefully don't track my live scoring because, like when I won on Glen Vista, I didn't know that I won until after the. Yeah, I think if I track my live scoring, maybe the nerves will crack me down.
Last question, into the Masters. Last time you were in the Masters, you won the Masters. So you're looking forward to Serengeti and the challenge once again?
Absolutely. I think it will be great.
So, where do the standings stand after 3 league events? Luki Janssen on 102 points, followed very closely by Jason Ivans. Carl van der Linden, nice to see him right there on 100 points, tied with yet again Graham de Villiers. Ryan Jensen just dropping a bit back from Woodhill after his round at Makofle. And then Alan Lowe, Tian Schmulian, Kobus Skuman, Niels de Toy and Paul Ricketts making up the top 10 of this league. I wanted to speak to Luki afterwards and find out how Luki felt. Luki, very good to see that you're leading Series 2. I'm sure that you're putting in the work. Surprised to be leading?
Yeah, look, Maz, it's a great feeling. I never had the privilege of leading any event at Duckhook. The competition is really stringent and tough. I'm also aware that a lead of 1 point in this competition is not really a lead. At the moment, you're just enjoying the position of being the leader. It motivates you. I think when you on the lead on a series, it is a nice feeling. But for me, it's more about just playing a few consistent rounds and trying to shoot level on my handicap every round. My motivation is that more than the ranking on the leaderboard.
Great. Well, thanks for joining us. All we have to do is keep the consistency going. And you never know, you could walk away with the title and an 8-man tour to Inkonyeni Golf Estate, our sponsors of our league events. Very, very exciting to have them on board for yet another season. So, we need to also touch base with the 2019 Sunday League champion. I'm going to welcome Donna back. Donna, how's your season been going in 2019? A bit of a slow start. What are your focuses for this season?
Sunday League, defending the Sunday League this year has been a bit of a challenge. I've had some up and down games in both the Sunday Leagues as well as 1 or 2 Thursday League matches that I have played. My aim this year is a little bit different to last year. Last year I focused on the league only. this year I'm playing in the knockout against both singles as well as the team knockouts. I've never done that before, and my aim is to win a few trophies this year.
Well, I'm sure that you will succeed. Well done. Thank you for joining us, Dana. Okay, now it's time for a bit of stats. So I'm getting our stats guru back, Mr. Ryan Jensen. Ryan, plenty stats to look at. You've looked at the last 3 months. You've compared them to last year, all three leagues and handicaps. Take us through what you've come up with.
Yes, Maz. So what I've done is, let's start off with the Sunday League. What I've done is I've got the Sunday Series 2019, January to March, compared to Sunday Series 1 and Series 2, also from January to March. And as we can see on the graph here with 2019, we had Dylan Stafford that was leading at that time with 107 points. This year we've got Luki Janssen on the Series 2 with 102 points leading. And then Series 1 we have Joandre Swanepoel leading with 112. And yeah, as you can see, the graphs looks quite interestingly there to see. To me, it looks like the Sunday 1 series seems to be a bit stronger than the Sunday 2 series, and or they're even stronger than the 2019. But yeah, a little bit of a fun graph there to have a look at. I've done similar with the Thursday League as well. As you can see, blue graph is 2019 and orange graph is 2020. 2019, we had Cornel Rasmus leading with 108 points. And not much higher, we've got Mark Barragero on 109 points leading this year so far on the Thursday League. But yeah, that's a bit of the stats that I've put together there. I'm sure the guys can take a look at that. But yeah, it's a little bit of interesting ones there.
Very interesting, but I want to bring Fats back. Fats, what is your take on the player of the season so far? A lot of interesting numbers. Is it working out the average? It will be nice to see over a long period of time how it's going to work out.
So I think the average works much better. A lot of guys are very happy with it, and I think most of the guys do understand why we're doing it as well. So we're also implementing bonus points the more events you play, so that's going to be from 20 events onwards. And of course, the minimum qualifying criteria at the end of the year is you have to have been played 18 events. Ryan Jensen has been very consistent this year. He's played 10 events already, and he's lying in 11th place with over 160 average points, which is really good. As we look at it at the end of the season, 150, 160, 170 might win it at the end of the year. You see some of the guys above him have only played 2 events. That's why their average are quite high. They've maybe won one and have at a top 10. So again, just stating the obvious that throughout the season, you're going to have to be very, very consistent with your ranking points.
Yes, I'm sure it's going to be very interesting to see where the player of the season number will be halfway through the season. So we know what we're aiming for. And as long as you get 18 events in, you'll be in contention for the player of the season. Remember, what counts, majors counts, match play, singles and team counts, the classic counts. So there's plenty of events for you to get involved in. There's only one thing left for me to tell you, and what is that? That is to remind you of the tour calendar. 23rd of April is Woodhill, the Thursday League. Hopefully we get onto course. This has been pushed a week back, originally on the 16th. For April, the Sunday League at Jackal Creek is totally cancelled, so this will now be a 10 league event series. And then Series 2 event on the 19th of April at Reading. Hopefully we get onto course, we have the cobwebs out of our swings, all the bad habits are gone, and we can enjoy a good run of golf. So that is the show for today for the Target Line. Remember, Facebook is all the information is there. On our website, www.duckgolfers.co.za, the entire tour calendar is there with all the event details, and we're also on Instagram. So thank you for joining me. Until next time, cheers.